Hello everyone, it's King Sloth and welcome back to another daily video log. As you can tell by the title, today we're doing another military question. We're answering what were the best ways to pass phase 1 training in the British Army, or any advice that I want to give people going through phase 1 training. So for me, I went into the British Army in 2016 on the 1st of February. So the weather was a bit chilly. I'm not gonna lie, it rained for like the first 6 weeks. It was cold, but I did mine in ATR Winchester, so decent enough terrain. So the first bit of advice to you I would give while you're at phase 1 training, this isn't advice beforehand. This isn't training advice before you go. This is when you're there. So for when you're actually there, make sure you have a good section around you, good people around you. Make friends with the people who are good in the field, because they will help you massively. Make friends with the people who are very good in camp, like random admin things. You need to keep on top of that. So like, I made friends with the Scouts lads quite well, got quite good friends with him during phase 1. In the field, this dude was a bit like, I used to call him the mole rat, because this dude, he just loved being filthy. He loved being in the field, and he was rigid with everything. So like when it comes to like stand to and stuff like that, and getting things prepped and ready, this dude would like make our breakfast done, ready to go. Like, he was always on the ball with everything. He'd like cook all the food. When it comes to rifles, he'd smash out his rifle rapid, and he'd be like, "Here you go, mate, I'll help you do yours." And we were constantly like, we were finished way before then he could sit there, and we used to have a smoke before time like you were done. You had enough time to chill out. And then when it comes to stuff on camp, it was like someone who was good at ironing, someone who was good at bulling shoes. That was my like little gimmick for me in phase 1 training. I was very good at bulling shoes, so your parade shoes. I was really good at dealing with that. That was my whole niche, I guess the best way of putting it. I was very good at that. And by doing that, it meant that people would come up to me. It's like, well, if you do this, I'll do this for you. It's making like almost like a trade. Second bit of advice: don't be the best and don't be the worst. I guess that's two bits. That's two pieces for one advice. So that's the second bit of advice. Don't be the best, don't be the worst. If you're the best, you get known for being that high standard, and you're being watched constantly, and they're expecting your standard to improve. Even though it's the best, you're still got to improve. And if you don't, that's when they start to pick out different things about you. Don't be the worst. It sort of speaks for itself. If you're at the bottom of the group and you're struggling a lot, they will pick that out and they will pick you apart, whether that be on camp or in the field or on PT. They'll pick you apart. So you need to aim to be like the middle. That's my advice. That's how I managed to get through it, and it worked really well. There was no situations where I finished and they were like, "You're fucking shit, you're really good." There was no like carrot or stick. There was no punishment, no praise. I just sailed through. I got through near enough on there. Even my corporal on my last day, when I finished my pass out parade, and we were like, everyone was saying bye, he was there like, me and one of a bloke, they were like, "I completely forgot you're even in my section." And I've been there for 14 weeks, saw the bloke every day, and he's like, "I completely forgot you guys are even here." It's mad. It absolutely is crazy. Third bit of advice: get yourself some decent extra bits of kit. So for those who don't know, in your own time, you finish it's like almost like a longer period of a full day's work. You do like, we used to do 5 in the morning till about 7 at night is what we used to do, or 8 at night on a normal working day, and that includes like training, PT, tests, stuff like that. And then you have your own admin time. Admin time for you is your chance to unwind. So the things that I'd recommend for you to bring: main thing, waterproof speaker. A speaker can bring so much morale into your section room, it's crazy. We used to go around each individual person on the day and be like, "Here you go, mate, speaker's yours today." And all they do, they'll put on their favourite songs from their hometown, things that they like to listen to, podcasts. It didn't matter what it was, but the rule was, on that day, no one could tell them to turn it off. So it sounds bad, like I don't really like metal music, but one of the lads in work loved it. He loved metal music. So when it came to the set, like his day, he was like, lads, I know you don't really like this, but it's my day. I'm like, fuck's sake, you're annoyed at yourself for letting it happen, but you're like, on the same time, it's like, well, he doesn't like my music, I don't like his podcasts, but you watch them together, and that also builds that bonding together, and it works massively. Second thing, bring some extra little snacks. I'm not gonna lie, when you're in your section, bring an extra couple of snacks. So when it comes to night time and you're ravenous and like the fucking Scoff house is shut and you're like, shit, you get yourself like a little, we used to have called tracker bars. You used to get them during your like lunch in phase on train. You're given like a little bar and you eat it either for dessert or you'd stash it away. So for me, I didn't like the tracker bars like at all. I couldn't, because they have nuts in. I don't like nuts, so I was like, fuck it, here you go lads, have this. Even that is morale. Giving someone a tiny snack, which in civilian life you wouldn't be bothered to even have, you'd be interested in that during phase on training, because you are starving, you're ravenous. It's one of them. So that's first, second, third, fourth. What next bit of advice can I give is, don't get on the corporal's nerves, especially your section corporal. Whatever he says, you do it the fastest you can possibly do it. You want to be the guy that if he asks to do it, he's like, who am I going to ask? I'll go to that bloke, I know he can do a good job. That's good, that's what you want. Because then when it comes to like the shit taskings, which happen even if I was on training, there'll be random shit jobs that will come up and they'll pick the people who they think are the worst. And it's just another way of breaking you down and building you up. That's the way they do it. So like for me, I've had times where we've had to do like the sweep of the area, so like wide away, you go and check in for like any mysterious boxes or IEDs and whatnot. You'd have a look round and you do that. Everyone does a section, but then it'd be the people who are shit. Alright, there's fab butts over there on the floor, I need them picking up, and they wouldn't come to you because you've already done little odd jobs like, oh mate, I've run out of this, you need to go to the shop for me, here's a lot of fibre, and you go to the shop. That's what we used to do, and it worked very well, being like that person. You're helping them out massively. So when it comes to like a situation when it's like an exam or you're in the field and you're actually struggling, because you will reach a point where you feel yourself breaking yourself down. It happens to everyone. Everyone I spoke to in phase one training, or people who have been through it, they'll hit a point in training, they're like, I don't think this is for me, or I feel like I'm really struggling. If you're friends with your, well, not friends, but on good terms with your training staff, you're often a winner. You can go to him like, I'm really, him or her, but I'm really struggling with this. Can you give me any advice? And a lot of the time they'll take you out and they'll speak to you, or they'll give you extra attention in class, sort of thing. Be like, they'd look over to you, like, just double check what you're doing is correct, and it works massively. And the fifth thing and the final thing, and it might seem mad considering you're in phase one training and you're going to be beasted a lot of the time, the final bit of advice is ask your corporal for extra fizz. And that might sound mad to you, it might sound mad entirely, but by having extra fizz sessions, when it comes to the end of your phase one training, there isn't a lot of time for fizz. They'll be doing a lot of drill, a lot of work in your shoes, and a lot of finishing off your last couple of mats and getting them done. You will start to neglect fizz and you'll get bored of doing press-ups and sit-ups in your room. Speak to your corporal with regards to like going out on a run on the first thing in the morning or in the evening. So for a couple of weeks we did like first thing in the morning, we'd go out for a run before everyone was even like waking up. We were already up, we'd fizzed, showered, ready to go, clean up, and you're ready for the day. Same as like on the end of the evening, you'd be like, okay, if they're on duty, you come down and be like, Corporal, I'm interested in going for a run. Like, is anyone else in your section interested? You go upstairs, anyone names, they come down, running kit, water bottle, be like, okay. If your corporal sounds, they'll come with you. If not, they'll try and find someone else to go with you. It happened a lot, but making friends with the corporal was a massive thing. Like when it comes to like, the last couple of weeks, I think it was Champions League with us. We had our corporal literally whack on his TV, he brought it to the block, put it in the room, and we were watching Liverpool in the Champions League. And that in itself, morale. You're looking at all the other sections and they're like, how's he got that? How has he got that? What's going on here? And literally you'd be like, no, it's my section, he shut the door. That's what he used to do. He shut the door. So make friends with your corporal. Well, not make friends, but like be nice to him and he'll be nice to you. If you're going to be shit, like causing grief is going to cause you grief. If you get all your section together and work well for your section commander, you're off to a winner. But anyway, it has been King Sloth. I hope this advice helps you all massively, and good luck with your phase 1 training. If you have any more questions you want to ask, you can either comment them down below, or like a lot of you, message me through my social media. It is easier if you go through comments on YouTube because it pings up on my phone rapidly, and I'm like, oh, comment, I respond back rapid. But social media works as well. It's got a link tree, click that. I've got Discord, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. I've had everything. But it's been King Sloth. Like, comment, subscribe. See you all soon. Peace.